Hello everybody and welcome to Mighty Noobs 2v2 community tournament. It's going to be great. Basically this is round one and we've got quite a hefty delay. It's 5 minutes delay in fact. But I'll tell you what, it's going to be great. We've already had the map picks, and the map bans. So we have Team A and Team B, and the way it works is it's a best of 5 tournament. It's tier 10, but no collector tanks are allowed. Only tech tree and premiums. We have 2 teams. We have Team A, which is duo of bots, which includes, this game is rigged, and WOTB from the clan Zenith. And we have Team B, which is going to be my friend, which includes Low Fade and I don't know how to pronounce you. Latter love, something along those lines. I'm really sorry. So we kick off on the hour. Which is in about 3 minutes. There is a big delay, so you're not hearing it. So basically what happened was this. Team A picked a map and they picked Himmelsdorf, so we're going out on Himmelsdorf first. We'll play 2 games on that, swapping the store points. And then the second team, Team B, my friend, they picked Desert Sands, so that'll be the next map. Like I said, it's best of 5. If we get to the end of those map rotations and it's 2-2, then there will be a decider, and the decider match will be Copperfield. So it's going to be an interesting tournament. I'm looking forward to it. I hope you're looking forward to it. I think it's going to be fantastic. We can already see that the teams are lining up. We've already got Low Fade in an IS4 and I'm going to call you Lap and Lap in a VK72. So far we have this game is rigged in IS4 and WOTB in a batch at 25. They haven't read it up yet, so we do not know if those are the tanks they're going to take. We'll see. We will see. We also have Vohan in Spectator. He's there helping out, watching as well. So we're going to have some good fun. We're going to see some great action. 2v2 tournaments are always interesting because, well, it's a supremacy mode. And do you go after them or do you cap the bases? It's always one of those. The other thing I've got to mention is I'm really sorry about my squeaky chair. It is a squeaky chair, unfortunately, but it does happen. Hopefully the game noise is fine, the microphone is fine. If there's any problems, let me know. So we are getting ready. They're ready. I'm ready. We're about to kick off as soon as Team B is fully ready to start the Mighty Noob 2v2 tour. Good way to kick off the tournament here. And don't forget, I'm not the only one streaming. There's lots of them streaming out there, lots of them playing. So Mighty Noob streaming, I believe, and quite a lot of other people are streaming. So we're now ready, just making sure they're ready. And we are going to go in 3, 2, 1, now. So here we are on Himmelsdorf, and they are readied up in an IS4, both IS4s actually, on Zenith, and an IS4 and a VK for the other team. You can see hit point wise, wow, the Zenith guys, duo of bots, just take it. Just trying to get up. There we go. It does allow me to go up eventually, but it's giving me no, it's being a pain for some reason. Let me get up. Thank you. Finally, it let me. So as you can see, they're already moving over towards the decap area, both teams. We have the 2 IS4s, WOTB's getting into cover there. The VK72, very tough frontally. And you can see there that he's trying to move in, get into a good position, keep that bottom plate covered because it can be smacked by the IS4 with its premium ammunition. You can also see that low fade in the IS4 just pushing back a bit. And this game is rigged there in the IS-4, capping out on D, making sure he's got the cap points, putting the advantage into duo of bots quarter at the moment. So they're going to start getting those points. And as you can see, we're going to roll over here to the VK2072. You can see that he's trying to get a zoom in onto the IS-4 of Yeetibix, but it's very difficult. Yeetibix is round the corner. Matthew is also rotating out. They're just protecting the base now. The IS-4 of Low Fate trying to get around and get shots in. Both missing out. No, he gets a good shot in. There goes the VK trying to push forward. Get a better position. See if he can get anything onto Yeetibix or Matthew. But they're both pretty much all down. In the IS-4, once it's all down, it's pretty difficult to smack it. And as you can see here, I mean, he's behind quite a good rock, but that's a great steal here. And the VK's pushing down onto Matthew here in the IS-4. But Matthew will have the DPM. He will have a better load time. But here comes Low Fade as well. The other IS-4, they're pressuring. This game is rigged. Yeetibix coming in to try and help out, but it's not going to be an easy one, this. Matthew here is getting slammed around a bit. They're trying to look on the VK because the VK's load time is very, very, very long compared to the IS-4. And now they're pushing onto the VK, but Matthew is very low. They're looking to get him out the game. Oh, it's a miss by Luck. He misses. Yeetibix will be able to get shots in. There goes the VK. Double tap by the two IS-4s. Matthew now a one shot, but it doesn't matter. Low Fade is in trouble. He's lost his teammate. It was a bold move. Great comeback by Yeetibix there. Down he goes. Now it's a brawl. One-on-one. Yeetibix gets a good shot in, no doubt. He's loaded his premium ammunition. He gets the bounce from Low Fade. Low Fade trying to get that bottom plate. Trying to protect his bottom plate as well. Because that's what he needs to do, and he doesn't. Yeetibix gets the bounce again. Trying to get in there, he's trying to get it. Yes, he gets it this time, and as you can see, they're both loading premium ammunition, both getting those shots in. But Yeetibix has the advantage. He gets a good shot. Low Fade there, just overangling a little bit, showing the side. Gets a good roll into the side of Yeetibix, but Low Fade is in trouble. He's overangling again, allowing Yeetibix to get that bottom into those dry sprockets. This is a good brawl, this. Low Fade now in trouble. Yeetibix should be able to finish him off, and it's 1-0 to the duo of bots. Ooh. So as you can see there, Yeetibix doing a lot of damage. Unfortunately, the VK pushing in there. It was a good move, well intended, but unfortunately the DPM of the VK just cannot match that of the IS-4. So, 1-0 to the guys from duo, with my friend looking to turn it around. So I'm just waiting for the teams to ready up here. So this time we'll have Team A going out on the north spawn and Team B on the south spawn. Looks like they're going to try and keep with the same tanks, IS-4s for the duo of bots. That is, this game is rigged and Yeetibix. Just waiting for LP to ready up, and he's readied up. So out we go again. So they've stuck to the same tanks. You can see again that it'll be exactly the same HP, slight advantage to the Zenith boys, but nothing much. And this time they are going to rotate the other way. They are heading towards the A-cap, whereas my friend is heading towards the D-cap. You can see there the two IS-4s heading up the north, with my friend and the VK72 and IS-4 heading towards the D-cap. Not going to come across any traffic. They're at opposite ends of the map. And there we go. I'd like to know why Yeetibix has 2,809 armor. You can compared to the 2,650, but you know, these things happen. So they're taking double caps this time. So it's a cap game. However, because they managed to get both teams into the cap, they are going to take the cap advantage. They've just been overtaken by the duo of bots team. And at the moment it is a bit of a standoff, as you can see. Looking for a cap game here. However, now duo of bots have got the cap lead. That means that the guys from my friend the VK and the IS4 need to make a move somewhere. They need to find a tank or an area they can push. We can see, I mean, Low Fade has already been smacked around a little bit. I think that was by Matthew. But we can see where the tanks are. Obviously they can't. So they can't really go and reset the A cap. Don't forget, guys, it's best of 5, so it's the first of 3 victories. The VK is going to move in. He's going to come across Yeetabix very, very quickly. And he does, but Yeetabix missing or bouncing. I don't know if that was a bounce. It looked like he went right through. Just skimmed off the turret. And again, Matthew trying to put shots into Low Fade as he tries to come around and give his teammates some support. And it off now is moving again. LP is moving this time, looking for the cap rather than pushing onto Yeetabix. He's quite exposed, however, with that bottom plate. Matthew, oh, he bounces this time, Low Fade. And LP bounces. This game is rigged. Just rotating out. Low Fade getting smacked around a bit here. He's losing hit points, bleeding. He gets a good shot in there to Yeetabix. And the VK trying to move around, trying to get into a position whereby he's only looking at one tank, but Yeetabix is trying to rotate around the back. He's looking to get your Low Fade. He's looking to get shots into the back of Low Fade as Alpi pushes onto Matthew, and this game is rigged. So the VK is going to tussle over there with the IS4. Low Fade is in trouble facing off against Yeetabix. And this game is rigged, comes around. Good roll by the VK. Low Fade is going to go down here though. This game is rigged, is going to be able to take him out. Now we have to look at what the VK is going to do. At the moment, my friend do have the point advantage. Only on caps, but they are going down and the VK's got it all to do. And the VK doesn't have the best, unfortunately, of reloads. It's pretty long. Now he's got 2 IS4s on him. He needs to get rid of an IS4 if he can. It's not going to be easy though. It really isn't. In fact, let's go down with them and you can see that they're just toying with him now. The VK is in serious trouble, mainly because of his reload. There's not much he can do, and he's got 2 IS4s on him. With a much better reload, he's bouncing as much as he can, but he's not going to be able to bounce everything. And the kill shot is going to come from Yeetabix, I think. Yes, it does, and there we go. So, on the first map, it is advantage to the duo of bots. As you can see there, I mean, a more strategically thought out game. Now we're going to change the maps, however. And we're moving to Desert Sands. Right, so we've moved the map to Desert Sands. So, 2-0 at the moment to the duo of bots. This is the map pick from my friend. This is Team B's map pick, and as you can see, Team B will be starting on the north spawn, Team A on the south spawn. Already Team A have picked their E5s. We are still waiting for Team B to pick their maps. So at the moment, Team A are on the cusp of victory. Don't forget, it's best of 5, so it's the first of 3 victories. And they are very, very close to it. They are match point at the moment. But it can be changed around. LP and low fade could turn it. So E5s are the order of the day. And here we go. So we have 2 E5s against an Ice 4 and a Kranwagen, and I'm going to Steve. Sorry about that. When a sneeze comes, a sneeze comes. Now, as you can see, the hit points are now in favour of my friend. Let's get up high and see where they're going to go. I mean, they're not going to go into the desert, I wouldn't have thought. Yeetmix is already making a beeline for the middle area. You can see that the Kranwagen is also looking that way, along with low fade in the IS4. So Yeetmix spotted up already. Gets a good shot to the Kranwagen, and the Kranwagen tries to respond, but he doesn't manage it. So at the moment, the Kranwagen's a great little tank, but it needs to be hauled down. If it's hauled down, they're trying to get... Well, that turret penned is pretty difficult. However, it's the same with the E5. I mean, the E5 is notorious for its hammer rack. However, if it goes all down, it's still a good tank. It's got a great reload, dishes out some decent damage, and all down, unless you've managed to load your premium ammunition, it's pretty tricky to pen it. Now you can see Matthew, this game is rigged. And here's E5 going all the way to the back to where the TD spot is, allowing low fade to drop into the C cap. And if we just have a look, Matthew's all the way back over there in cover, just hanging around. C cap has been taken, so the advantage on this map at the moment will go to my friend. Kranwagen just overlooking, but Yeetbix over there, he's pushing onto the A cap. He's going to drop into that A cap. He's going to take the A cap, but the advantage is quite hefty in the favour of my friend. So the Kranwagen is going to make a move to the B cap. No, he's avoiding the B cap, but he has been spotted. Kranwagen is not exactly the easiest tank to hide, being heavy. Matthew now is on his own. They may be able to push onto Matthew. The Yeetbix is rotating through the middle, trying to get around the back. Matthew has been spotted, and so is the Kranwagen. Now the Kranwagen could be in a bit of trouble here with Yeetbix behind him. Yeetbix is tempted to go up on the rails, and he is trying to get up. The Kranwagen there is backing away. He is fully loaded. Now they've considered their options. They're thinking that maybe Yeetbix is the target. Good roll there by LP. So hit points are still in favour of the blue team, which is my friend. This game is rigged. It's going to drop into that C cap, but they have taken the B cap as well, so they are going to put now pressure onto Yeetbix. The low fade comes in. Yeetbix is not all down, but he gets a good bounce there, but the Kranwagen is not fully loaded. Now low fade comes round. Is he able to get into that bottom plate? Yes, he is. He needs the Kranwagen to assist, though. The Kranwagen is not fully loaded. This is going to give time for Matthew in the T5 to come round, and he has. They've managed not to finish off Yeetbix. Now low fade is in trouble again, but the Kranwagen now trying to put shots in. He needs to get involved there. Problem with the Kranwagen is once it's out of ammunition. It takes a long time for that shell in that clip to reload. It's not exactly the best DPM, but down goes Yeetbix. Now Matthew's in trouble. Now the Kranwagen can put HE rolls into the back of this E5 of this game is rigged. And it's a game changer there. So Yeetbix going down quite... Oh, look at this. Kranwagen getting him in between, protecting his teammate. That is fantastic play by LP. And they win it on points. So they bring one back. now goes 2-1 in favour. Good stuff there. You can see they thought that one through. This time playing it a lot differently. So the duo of bots again. They are match point. But this is the map pick of my friends. That is the B team. We're now swapping the spawn points. This time, Team A, the Zenith Boys duo of bots are going for the IS4s. Just waiting to see what Team B is going to pick. So Alpi jumps into an E5. Just waiting for low fade, trying to pick his tank. A bit nervous now. I mean, they brought a game back, but what they need to do in real terms, they need to bring this game back as well. Take it to that decider, but the decider is not on a nice map, and they've both gone for E5s. So we have two E5s against two IS4s. That is interesting. E5s, as we saw a minute ago, they've got good mobility, they've got a great hold down, but you can see that hit point wise, the blue team are struggling with their hit points, but doesn't really matter. They're heading for the C cap. It's going to be a brawl. Matthew heading straight for the B cap, jumps straight in. Looking, no, he is going to cap. This time though, Alpi getting round, trying to get shots into the side of Matthew in this game is rigged in the IS4, and he does, but they're now going to push on low fade. Low fade is isolated. He has got a better reload, he has got the sandbag armor, and he has got the reactive armor. He is able to get some shots and deflect some shots. Matthew there getting smacked from behind by Alpi, but low fade is in trouble. He's side onto Yeetabix. However, they do have a better reload, these E5s. They are looking to get rid of this. Game is rigged in the IS4. He is now a 3-4 shot. He's now a 1 shot. Can they do it? Yes, they can. And it's the two E5s against one lone IS4. However, low fade is in trouble. Again, Alpi trying to protect his teammate. Low fade needs to get his engine deck away from the IS4, but he's not going to be able to. The IS4 takes him down. Now it's a brawl between the IS4 and Yeetabix. So let's go down there. As you can see, that's a great shot by Alpi. He's trying to get up close. That's a good shot into the turret ring by Yeetabix in the IS4, but Alpi does slightly have the advantage. Yeetabix getting up close, face hugging, making sure that E5 just can't get the shots in. They both bounce. Yeetabix dropping that adrenaline, trying to get that reload a lot quicker. And here you can see that they're both bouncing. I mean, both these tanks are very strong turret-wise. Yeetabix trying to find that turret ring. He finds it again, but also Alpi finds it. You can see where they're hitting each other. It's oh, and Alpi gets the shot in. He drops his armor. This is fantastic stuff. And they bring it to the decider. Wowzers. Now that was a close game. That was fantastic. Just knocking it out there. I mean, the E5 is great in a brawl like that. Both tanks are really good. So we go to the decider, which is not a nice map. Oh, it's Lost Temple, actually. My fault. So, winner takes it all, basically. Not the nicest of maps, Lost Temple. It's always a tricky one. However, when it's this close, they're both slightly nervous. So we can see here that duo of bots, which is this game is rigged in Weetabix from the clan Zenith. They're going out in an E5 and an IS4. IP is in an IS4 and Low Fade looking to go into an IS4 as well. Team B will be spawning on the south spawn, Team A on the north. And we're all ready to go for the decider. Here on Lost Temple. As you can see, hit points are just favouring the two IS4s there. Let's get up high and see where they're going to go. Well, already we have both teams heading towards the temple area. That is not a shocker or a surprise, to be honest with you. I expected that. There's going to be contesting around the middle area, around this temple, because there are so many good places to go haul down. All four tanks are predominantly haul down tanks. The IS4s are just taking the advantage. As we just saw there, the E5s, they really, really can hurt IS4s. So, left and right of the temple. LP is going into the base. He's going to cap it. Weetabix going up high. That may be a mistake by Weetabix. He is not particularly hauled down there. Whereas you can see IP is. Low Fade is looking to stay slightly hauled down. This game is rigged. It's just in the back in the E5. Now they're going to try and circle and try and pincer Weetabix. They haven't seen this game is rigged yet. Oh, Low Fade making potentially a mistake here. And he gets punished for it. He should have stayed hauled down and not gone up. Facing off against Weetabix, you can see where Weetabix shot him. And another one, left and right, this time for the driver's hatch. Hitting him with that AP ammunition. Low Fade does get a shot back, but Matthew gets a good shot into LP. Weetabix here toying with Low Fade. Weetabix has got the advantage. LP coming in to help out his teammate. Missing massively. Matthew now, this game is rigged, coming in as well in the E5. Gets tracked, but nothing else because he drops his reactive armor. But he couldn't drop anything there. So at the moment, hit points are favouring the duo of bots. Matthew there, this game is rigged, dropping down, but he gets smacked in the side cheeks on that turret. You can see here where Weetabix is aiming. He's aiming for the driver's hatch every time of Low Fade. And that's good about these markers. And this game is rigged, gets smacked around again. They're trying to get shots into this game is rigged. They do have the advantage to my friend. Great shot to Weetabix by LP there. LP now looking to finish him off, but no, he pulls back. E5 is a danger tank. That's a great shot. I mean, Matthew is trying to side scrape off here, but Weetabix trying to get round. LP wise to it. LP moving round to try and pick up Weetabix. Doesn't get the shot in, but Weetabix does connect. This game is rigged, is now on low HP, and you can see the points are just ticking up Matthew. Down goes Weetabix. Advantage goes to my friend Alpi. Sees the advantage, pushes onto Matthew. This game is rigged. Puts a good shot into the bottom plate. And another good shot. It's all over for this duo of bots, despite their promising start. Low Fade was able to get the side shot in, and they win it. Great stuff. Fantastic games. Can't say fairer than that. So as you can see there, really, really doing some great stuff. So there you go, Team B getting it here. Sorry guys, I've not been looking at the chat, so mainly because I've been doing this. So next up we will be having Fat Fug. Bit harsh, isn't it? Against. Oh no! Look. I've forgotten who it's against. I've got to find out because I'm awful at this sort of stuff. Should never give me things to moderate. I'm not a good moderator. So where are they? Where are they? Where are they? It's I lost my skill, isn't it? From Oxide, I believe. There he is. Yes, team name is Vertenquartz. So. So, first matchup will be on, guess what? Himmelsdorf again. Everybody seems to be liking Himmelsdorf for 2v2s for some reason. Don't know why. We've got some time, we're just waiting for the other teams to turn up, which is going to me, I lost my skill of Oxide and Vertenquart, so I just got to go and find them and make sure they're here. And Vertenquart is the next one. Vertenquart. Can't find him. Well, I've told the captain anyway, so just waiting for the captain. Just drop him a line, see if he's around. No. Just trying to find the teams. Just waiting for the teams. Let me just jump in the voice chat. So you'll hear a lot of people speaking. Okay, so I'm just waiting for the teams for the second match who aren't here yet. Yeah, I'm just waiting for them.
I'm in the second match now.
No, I'm not yet. I'm just trying to find him. Just letting them know.
Maybe message them on
Yeah, I've done it. I've messaged them. Oh, no, we've got them. Okay. They are here. Okay, so catch you later, guys. Bye again. Okay, so... So, we're ready, they're ready, and let's kick off. Boom. So, here we have Vermilio of my clan, Vale, woohoo, and Jory of HE49, facing off against I Lost My Skill and Vertenquert, both of Oxide, here on Himmelsdorf. Now, this was a map pick by Jory and Vermilio. Now, as you can see, an IS4 and a crown bargain for the Oxide boys, and an IS7 and an IS4 for HE40 for Jory Vermilio. And again, we've got some action around this decap. Shots going in, Vermilio getting into a good position. Jory just holding back just a little bit. You can see Verhunquert trying to move down. Good shot into the Kranwagen there. That's an HE roll. The Kranwagen is nicely hauled down. And as we said earlier, when the Kranwagen is hauled down like that, it's a very, very tricky tank to pen. So Verhunquart jumps in. Vermilio makes a move. Gets smacked by the Kranwagen as he does. Tries to get it, Verhunquart, into the path of Jory there. Jory coming in down the IS7, trying to put shots into the back. He misses, or he bounced off the back plate. Now, I Lost My Skill in the Kranwagen moving up. Jory trying to get shots in. Good roll into the bottom plate there, the Kranwagen. Denying the cap. Sorry, while I take some coffee. And Verhunquart getting a bit of a smacking there. This time though, Jory losing quite a lot of HP. They're trying to look at that Kranwagen. The Kranwagen has got one shot left in its clip. And then it's on a reload. Down it goes. They're both on reloads. They can rush this now if they really wanted to. And Vermilio looks to, gets a good shot to the bottom plate of the Kranwagen and rotates back out of that decap. Now they're looking to pile the pressure on. They're looking to get rid of the Kranwagen first, I think. No, they're looking at the IS4. The IS4 is the target. Now the Kranwagen has got 3 in the magazine. That is dangerous. I Lost My Skill of Oxide here. Good roll by Vermilio, but he's now very low. Great shot in by the IS7 of Jory there. Vermilio looking to put pain onto Verhunquert, but the Kranwagen there is dangerous. Very dangerous indeed. Jory is looking to finish off the IS4, but he doesn't. He gets rolled for 900. Now Vermilio and Jory are in trouble. It's not looking good. Verhunquert is just protected by that Kranwagen. Good shot in by Vermilio, but it's all out. Oh, great shot by Jory. Taking out Verhunquert. I really thought these guys had it. Problem is the Kranwagen, all he's got to do is load 2 shells and he can take both of these tanks out. They do have the advantage on points, but look at this. Vermilio on 50 HP, Jory on 116, and the Kranwagen on 600. That makes the Kranwagen effectively a 2-shot, and he's got 3 in his clip. Jory backing away, Vermilio backing away, trying to force the Kranwagen to come round the corner, exposing his bottom plate. And here comes I Lost My Skill. He's coming around the corner. No, he's tempted. He wants to. He's going to drop into the cap. He has got all 3 loaded. He has got the advantage here. You can see he's probably going to take the cap more than anything else. Vermilio is desperately trying to get away. Now he's got the cap. Now he can push. Down goes Jory. Vermilio gets one into the bottom plate, but I Lost My Skill. He's got 2 more. He's going to be able to do it. Yes, he does. And good game by the guys from Oxide. So, 1-0 to the Oxide boys. And you can see there, damage dished out. Pretty even Stevens. So we are now going to swap for the spawn points. So it looks like they're going to stay in the Kranwagen and the IS-4, and this time Emilio jumping into his favoured Jägeroo, although I don't know if it's a good call. Let's get up and see. I mean, it's slow, it's got awful DPM, it's not exactly got the most accurate gun on the planet. But Vermilio likes it. He likes it a lot. And again, we're anticipating a lot of action around this decap. Jory in the IS-4 already moving in, trying to get a position onto that rubble. No, he's not even bothering. He's going straight into the cap and going to the other rubble. He's going to park himself right round here. So he's got two piles of rubble to play with. Vermilio just hanging back, as you can see. He's just going to hang back a little bit. Probably going to go around to either this rubble or that rubble. Now, Verhenquert and I lost my skill. I lost my skill in the Kranwagen, just holding back. And Verhenquert not able to realistically move. They're worried about that Jägeroo. They don't know where it is. And the Jägeroo has a good line of sight. So, I lost my skill rotating around, worried about the Jägeroo. And that is the danger. Yori rotating back towards his spawn, joining up with the Jägeroo, trying to entice the Oxide boys to come down. He's going to probably try and take the C-cap at the same time. I lost my skill. It's tentatively moving forward. Trying to get... Jory drops into the C-cap. I lost my skill in the Kranwagen, is pushing down. Still not certain where that Jägeroo is, and there he is. And down he comes. But Vermilio does get no shots onto the Kranwagen. Verhenquert coming to join him. Now Vermilio trying to get into a position where he can get shots in, but again, it's not going to be easy. In a good player's hands, the Kranwagen is an incredibly good tank. And as you can see here, I lost my skill just backing off. Verhenquert is going to take the D-cap, but it doesn't matter. Oh, it's a great shot by the Kranwagen in Jijori there, right into his bottom plate in the IS-4. Vermilio in the E100, Jägeroo even, is pretty much out of the game at the moment because they didn't do what they wanted, but he may be able to get a shot into Verhenquert. No, he's going to push on him instead. Verhenquert gets a very good shot into Vermilio. Vermilio's in trouble. But we're going to watch here. IS-4 against the Kranwagen. Jory managing to lose out at the moment, but now the Kranwagen's on a very hefty reload. Jory just backing off. Gets another good shot into the Kranwagen. You can see there Vermilio toying with that IS-4. He's taken a lot of hit points away from the IS-4. The IS-4 manages to get a good shot in. Can Vermilio get the Kranwagen side on? That means the Kranwagen will go down. Yes, he does. He's made it work. He's now going to lose out. Jory has lost a lot of HP, but he gets a great shot into Verhenquert. Verhenquert trying to get out of there. He knows where the danger is. Vermilio coming round. Can he put a roll into the bottom plate? Yes, he can. Vermilio again showing that the Jägeroo can be a good tank in the right hands. Better stuff from Vermilio and Jory. Team Fat Fug, apparently. We're now going to move over to Lost Temple, which was the pick. So Lost Temple is the new map, but this was Team B's pick. So they favoured this, although to be honest with you, Vermilio also picked it, but changed his mind. So as you can see, we have IS4 and Kranwagen against IS4 and IS4. Again, I'm expecting stuff around the middle of the area. And hit points, well, there's not much in it, to be perfectly honest with you. Let's get up high and rotate our way round to that A-cap area, because that's where everybody's going to be going. Now, if I just go back down, there we go. We get the tank noises come back. So Vermilio peeling off towards the B-cap area. The IS4 and the Kranwagen of the Oxide boys are just overlooking the A-cap. Vermilio is going to drop into the B-cap. Nobody's spotted, so nobody knows where anybody is. Jory is overlooking that A-cap. He's going to push towards the bottom ramp. Shots already going in towards Vermilio by the Kranwagen. I've lost my skill. Good shot by Jory into Van Herkwert. Both teams denying each other the caps. Finally, Vermilio caps out on B. I lost my skill in the Kranwagen now. He's now fully loaded, waiting for Vermilio. Now the two IS4s are trying to make a pincer move. Kranwagen here. I lost my skill. Looking to put shots in. Got no target at the moment. Verhunquert tries to get shots in. I lost my skill. Now loading up. He's also dropping his adrenaline and his sniper vision. Good shot by Vermilio. Vermilio manages to bounce both of those. I lost my skill now, in a little bit of trouble. Not much. Vermilio is looking to close him down. So is Jory. Shots are going in. He is the target. He is the call. Once he's out though, he is in deep, deep trouble. As you can see here, Jory sporting his pro camo. Vermilio with another shot into I lost my skill in the Kranwagen. Kranwagen's now in trouble. Jory can't get a shot in. There he does. Down he goes. Now the IS4 of Verhunquert is the focus. Verhunquert is having package loss by sounds on it. 50%. He's in trouble. He's got two IS4s against him. Two very healthy IS4s. No, and he's a base down. So this one's going to go to Vermilio and Jory of the team Fat Fug. Yeah, I appreciate it, boys. So it sounded like there was package loss and issues there. Don't really know what I can do about it. Not much. Sorry about for my squeaky chair. All I can do is, feel sorry for the guys. So we've swapped the spawns. We're still on Lost Temple. I forgot. And it's 2-1, by the way. And here we go with Vermilio and Jory on match point against Verhunquert, and I lost my skill. So here we go again. Hopefully the package loss. My ping is going high now. Unfortunately, it's because gravity mode is in and everybody wants to jump on and play gravity. So the two IS4s, Emilio and Jory, heading towards the middle area. Verhunquert in the IS4, and this time I lost my skill in a T-57 Heavy. also heading for the middle area, but this time they're not going for the A cap, they're going for the B cap. Then they are looking to overlook it. Both IS4s, Vermilio and Jory, are dropping into the B cap. They're moving forward quite aggressively towards Vermilio. They're very forward, and Vermilio gets smacked around a bit there by Verhencourt. T-57 Heavy is a great tank. Some say it's a bit better than the 50B, and some say it's not. I mean, I like the 57 Heavy. In the right hands, again, it's a very, very dangerous tank. It's a really good auto loader. It's not an auto reloader, it's just an auto loader. Jory in a good position here, managing to stay hull down while still being able to try and get shots onto Verhencourt. I lost my skill now, trying to get into a position to put shots onto Jory, and he gets one in. Vermilio rotating round to get shots onto Verhencourt, and he does. He gets a good shot in there. Verhencourt in a little bit of trouble, having to rotate back out. But the danger tank is the 57 Heavy. That's a great shot in there by Vermilio. Not a good angle to get that 57 Heavy. Threading it through. I lost my skill just backing out a little bit. Verhencourt, Jory rotating around a little bit, but Verhencourt here is in a dangerous position. He's not going to be able to pen poor old Vermilio. And Vermilio's got high ground, and he's got, I mean, if we go down what you can see, it's very rare it's very difficult from this position to get shots into that bottom plate of the IS-4. This time, however, Vermilio does expose his bottom plate. The 257 Heavy, if I lost my skill, manages to get a good shot in. Vermilio is confused on who to go for. He goes for the IS-4 in the end. Jory is just holding back, waiting for them to push. He can see I lost my skill. He doesn't realise that I lost my skill. It's actually on a reload. He's been counting his shells, but quite rightly, I lost my skill. He's decided to drop. Verhencourt is trying to get shots into Vermilio. Vermilio is looking to kill out. I lost my skill. Opening himself wide to Verhencourt. Jory pushes on to lost my skill. It's a big push. Is he going to be able to finish him off? I lost my skill. He's giving up because he's on his long reload. The IS-4's gone. This is won by Jory and Vermilio. Wowzers. So, Jory and Vermilio take it. So there we go. So we're now waiting for the last matchup. It'll be coming in about 10 minutes. So we got plenty of time. Plenty of time. We'll be going out on Desert Sands will be the first map. That is the pick. There we go. So, teams have already turned up. So we've got to work out who's who. So we've got time though. So let me just go and see the matches. So into registration. Because I always, see, I keep telling everybody, don't make me a mod. I am probably one of the worst mods ever in the world of worst mods. So we've got he was, Adif, Ah, there we go. So Flytix goes there. He was goes there. Adif goes there. And his teammate goes there. There we go. So we do have time. So we've got 6 minutes before we kick off. So the first map will be Desert Sands. That was picked by by Adith of Team Troll. I've forgotten their team name. To be fair, No Skill. I believe their team name. No, is it No Skill? And the other one's called Noobs Forever. And so we'll be going out on Desert Sands, which is their pick. And then the second map was picked was Himmelsdorf. So we'll be going out on Desert Sands, Himmelsdorf, with the decider being the horrendously nasty Copperfield. So we're just gotta wait for the times. Gotta wait for the time to kick in. So just letting the guys know what the situation is. So it is best of 5, so don't forget, it is the first of 3 victories. So, this is the last game for tonight, for this round. It's been fantastic so far. Now, we've got a big delay, so they can't see the tanks, by the way. And you can see already that the Kranwagens and the E5s are truly the favoured tanks of these tours, along with the IS4. Although if you're a crazy muppet like Vermilio, then you generally take a Jaeger route. I don't know why he does that, but he does that. He seriously likes the Jaeger route. I don't know why, but he does. So, about 3 minutes to go. Sorry for the delay. They came into the room early. Everybody's eager to play this tour. It's a great tour organised by the Mighty Noob. Hopefully you're all sub to him. If not, why not? And as I said, I'm not the only one streaming tonight. There's all the other people streaming. There's Mighty Noob. There's Hyper Spider. I've forgotten all the list, but there's lots of people streaming. Let's see. Let's go through the list again. Do I know the list? I think I do know the list of all the streamers, so don't feel compelled. There are other streams going down there, guys. So the streamers are, just to let you know, because we have got time. So the streamers are Mighty Noob. They are being streamed by Bay, or the Mighty Bay as he's known. You've also got Skengs, but it'd be streamed by Manu. And then you got the Mighty Monkey, which is Martimator. He is streaming. You got me, of course. You stream, and then you, as I said, you got Mighty Noob. He's streaming. Skengs who's streaming. Someone like Skengs. So there's quite a few people out there. Hyper Spider 7 is also there. So there's plenty going down, everybody. We've got 1 min to go. Before we kick off, it's all good fun. Yes, Swaggy, it seemed that the Oxide boys were having a few issues there. It looked like they had, looks like Vernquert had ping or package issues, and it seems that I lost my skill. I had a bit of a bug when as well. With the reload. It's never nice to see. It's never nice to see. Right, I'm just going to ask them if they're ready because they've been sat there waiting for the timer. The time is almost on the hour and they have to kick off at 9 o'clock CET, which is about 30 seconds from now. Waiting for the clock to run down and just asking them if they're ready, and hopefully they all are. So we're going to go out now. Boom. So here we go on Desert Sands. As you can see, E5s and Kranwagens are the order of the day, with the Troll Boys, Adif and Brigadian taking E5s and moving towards the desert area. And we also got Flytix 62 in a Kranwagen. He was in an E5 also heading for the desert area. This is going to be an interesting one. We've seen them fighting over the map in the center already, but I'm going to swing the camera around to the aeroplane wreckage, which is an Oinkle, and see if we can see what they're doing. So the Troll Boys are heading towards the outside. Kranwagen and the DWF and 7 Turks are are moving into the middle area. The Kranwagen trying to get it all down, get a good shot into Adif there. He misses the second shot though. Brigadian tries to get a shot in, but as I said before, the Kranwagen when it's all down is very troll. And as we can see here, he's making sure he stays all down, using the gun depression of that tank as much as humanly possible. It's got great gun depression. It's an underestimated tier 10. And the reason it's underestimated is because it does have a long reload and pretty pants DPM once you've emptied that clip. But aside from that, it is a fantastic tank. But that's not to take anything away from the E5s. I mean, very, very strategically moving around here. Adif getting his track broken, but nothing else. You can see Flytix there in the Kranwagen just moving to the back, waiting for those E5s to break cover. The E5s know roughly where he is. Adif is considering a move, and he is moving, and here we go. There's going to be a bit of a brawl here. Great shots both ways. Kranwagen's got whilst it may have bad DPM, it's got a great amount of alpha damage. And here comes the E5s, and Adif is in trouble here. Ewaz comes round. Flytix, however, is on his long reload. They need to take him out before Adif goes down. Adif goes down. This is bad news for Picardo, and he's now got it all to play for. He's got to make sure that he takes out Flytix in the Kranwagen. If he doesn't, then it's danger. And look at the Ewaz here, pushing him, making sure he gets no shot into the Kranwagen. He's trying desperately to get into, and he does manage to take the Kranwagen, but it cost him a lot of HP doing so. And that puts Ewaz in the driving seat here. And game 1 goes to Noobs Forever, I believe they're called. Great game, well thought out, really good stuff. As you can see, never underestimate a Kranwagen. Never underestimate a Kranwagen. So we are staying on Desert Sands. We're going to swap the spawn points around. This time Team B is on the north spawn, Team A is on the south spawn. Team B at the moment do have the advantage. They are 1-0 up. And this time there may be a change in the tactics. Team A looking for double Kranwagen. Flytix staying in the Kranwagen on Team B. He was staying in the E5. And out we go again. This time, double Krans against... So, they had double E5s, now they got double Krans. And as you can see, I mean, at the end of the day, as I said before, in the right hands, the Kranwagen is a dangerous tank. Flytix trying to move around, and this time it's not going to be a desert area. Good shot into Flytix there by Hadith. Brigadian moving back. Oh, it's a great shot by Flytix into the bottom plate of the Kranwagen of Brigadian there. Hadith just rotating backwards, just retreating out of the area. Waiting for his magazine to reload. It is an auto-loader. Auto-reloader even. So, it's better to have as much in the clip as possible. Good shot into Flytix, but now the E5 of Ewaz comes around to give Hadith a hard time. Brigadian gets trapped. Hadith trying to get around the back. He's now on a long reload. But Brigadian has got his clip fully loaded. They're trying to get Flytix out of the game. Maybe have to go down here by Hadith. Yes, he does. Now they can focus on the E5. They got plenty of hit points. And they can bully this E5, which is what they intend to do. And as you can see, Hadith trying to protect his toon mate. And they're both waiting for those magazines to reload. Trying to get up close and personal. Hadith comes round, puts a big HE into the back of Ewaz. And another one. Hadith is just waiting for his magazine to fully load, and it has now. He can now pile on the pain onto Ewaz. Ewaz is in trouble here. This one's gonna go to Team... There we go. And it goes to Team A. So, all change. So, double Kranwagen clearly works. So now we move to Himmelsdorf. It's 1-1. As we move into the next map, which is Himmelsdorf. And there's going to be a change in the meta, I would have thought, this time. And already we've got... Oh, we've got a mouse, a VK, and 2 IS4s. So, wowzers. Let's kick it off. Now we can got here, we've got Team B, Flytix and Ewaz going for those super heavies. The mouse having a lot of HP. I mean, they're gonna, they've got 300 more HP points, but that doesn't really matter. The IS-4s do have better DPM, to be honest with you, and they've also got trolley armor when they need to be. And already we've got the IS-4s of Adif and Brigadian moving up north. We've got EWAS and Flytix just hanging around the decap, hoping that they're coming this way, and they are not. So they're going to be taken by surprise. And then, let's be honest, the Mouse and the VK-72 aren't exactly the fastest tanks in the world. So what the IS-4s are doing, they're not even bothering with the caps. They are flanking, and they manage to spot the Mouse, get a good shot into that. That's a lot of hit points they've got to get through, though. 3,000. Now they're going to drop into the B cap. And as you can see, I mean, the Mouse is had to rotate right around the back, and the VK is, well, the VK's there. If he shows his bottom plate, it'll be a bad day for him. But the VK's trying to move up, trying to keep his bottom plate covered just onto this rock pile. Gets a good HE roll. I mean, the VK's not exactly got the best HE onto an IS-4 frontally. The Mouse dropping into the decap, but the cap pressure is being piled on by the two IS-4s. Now they're putting good shots into that VK, but they're worried about the Mouse. They don't want to push too hard. They're trying to stay hauled down, keep that bottom plate protected. EWAS gets another smack into his bottom plate, but that's still a lot of hit points to go through. And now they're going to push round onto the VK. They've seen the Mouse is there, but the Mouse doesn't have massive alpha damage. There you go, 400. But the Mouse does have a massive advantage in regards to hit points. And he's able to block. And he's blocking the IS-4 nicely from getting shots there. Adif can't get shots into EWAS. Then the Mouse moves to get shots in. 900 roll into Adif. They need to get rid of EWAS if they can. And then focus the Mouse last. And as you can see, that's exactly what they're trying to do. Down goes the IS-4 of Adif, though. Now that puts Brigadian in a difficult position. He's got to get round the Mouse and try and get rid of the VK. He manages to avoid the attentions of the Mouse shot. But now he's on the back foot. If he can get round and use his mobility to get round and get shots into the VK, he does have a fighting chance. The VK, however, looking to be slightly aggressive here when it doesn't need to be. So the Mouse is now capturing. They've still got the points advantage, have the Troll boys, but that's a good shot there by the Mouse. Hit points, well, they started with 300 more. They've still got 300 more. Even though they've lost a tank, they haven't really changed much position HP wise, because EWAS is down to the 293 hit points, which means he's a one shot. But Flytix in that Mouse is the danger, and the IS-4 doesn't really want to toy with that. Great shot by the VK. Now he's in trouble. IS leaving it a bit too late there to move. He saw the Mouse earlier than that. He should have moved onto the VK before then. The Mouse has a better reload than the VK. He's now in trouble. This one's going to go, I think, to the blue team. Despite the fact that he manages to get the VK, he's still in trouble because he's got 2,280 hit points to get through. They do have the points advantage, but that doesn't matter when you've got a big hefty Mouse running down. Oh, he bounces. That could be dangerous for the Mouse, but no, it's not. He's just going to push him. Good shot there, though, by Brigadian. Gets the cheeks on the Mouse, but now he's open. And as I said, it was always going to go that way. So, good stuff there. Just think Brigadian just took a little bit too long in moving on to the VK. Maybe it could have helped, but losing Adif. Really good play by Flytix there. Really good play indeed. But this was This was their map choice. So this time we're going to spawn on a different side. It's 2-1 Team B match point here against Team A. So we're just waiting for the teams to ready up. So Flytix in a mouse again. He was in the VK72 again, just waiting for a D from Brigadian. Was one IS4. And there's two IS4s as we kick off. Is this the final game, or are they going to take it to a decider on the amazing map that is Copperfield? Well, Team Troll, it's in their hands. They either lose outright or they take it to a decider. And I thought they had a great strat on the last map, flanking all the way around. But I thought Flytix in the mouse there played a spectacular game, whereby he came in and protected. He was in the VK. This time the mouse of Flytix impervious to the damage coming out by the IS4s. He's got 3,000 hit points to get through, despite the fact they knocked him for almost 1,000. Now the VK's lost a few hit points as well, so hit points are now in advantage of Team A. Not that that helps. I mean, they've still got a lot of HP to get through. And the mouse of Flytix pushing forward, trying to get better positioning. And the IS4 Brigadian just moving away. Adif trying to drag them around the corner. No, Flytix is not going for it. He is not going to be dragged around the corner. Bit of a standoff here as the IS4s consider their options. And here we go, they're rotating towards where the VK is, knowing that the VK must be on the decap. Trying to keep the mouse out the game. Trying to get round onto the VK. The mouse is wise to it though. Flytix has come back. Good shots going into the IS4s. Now the mouse has come back. Again, he's piling the pressure down, piling the pressure on. Using the mouse as the bully that it is, preventing the shots going in. Good bounce there by Brigadian though. Now the VK's in trouble. Now the VK is in trouble. They've managed to get around the back of him. That's a good move. But he's still got a lot of hit points to get through. It's still a pain. And you can see the mouse is just trying to bleed out the IS4. And the mouse manages to protect the VK yet again, and they get good shots in. Down goes Brigadian this time. Hadif is the last man standing, and that mouse of Flytix doing exactly what he should be doing, protecting his teammate, stopping the IS4s getting any shots in. And the IS4s are desperately trying to get shots into the VK, get him out of the game so they can then focus their attention on the mouse, but they've not been able to. Great teamwork. Now Adifa's in trouble, losing 1,000 HP there. Good shot by the VK. You can see he's now in a world of pain. He's got two super heavies to mess with. He's desperately trying to find a way to get shots onto that VK, because the VK is more dangerous than the mouse. I mean, the VK is dishing out 600 damage high alpha compared to the mouse with its 400. But the mouse is just doing fantastic stuff here, blocking all routes to Adif. I mean, don't get me wrong, Adif is doing fantastic here, desperately trying to get those shots in, maneuvering, wriggling, jiggling, trying to find a way to get onto the VK. He just can't get there though. Manages to deflect another shot from the mouse. He's desperately trying to get that VK. He's doing everything, and he manages to do it, but he's lost a lot of HP doing so. And the mouse has the advantage yet again. But Adif trying to get up close and personal to the mouse, trying to stop the mouse from getting to his lower plate, but it doesn't matter, it's all over. Again, great stuff. Great stuff by Flytix there in the mouse. And victory goes to Team B. That be it. It be all over. Fantastic stuff. Congratulations to the guys. Really good stuff indeed. Fantastic teamwork there by Flytix, playing amazingly well in that mouse. Very enjoyable. And that is it for today. That's it. It's all over. So let me just jump into Discord. So
I will pick all players that didn't play, and then tomorrow hopefully they will play.
well,
I got them now. Like, I got 2 teams now that didn't play. I think they should have played at 2030. So, yeah.
well, all my games are finished, guys. Yay. Interesting. I mean, the first battle the first game was good. Went to a decider. The second game, I think the Oxide boys had ping issues or loss, and Jory and Vermilio turned it around and beat them straight out. And then in the last game, what they called, I can't remember what they're called now. What they're called? Noobs Forever, are they? They're Noobs Forever. He was in Flytix, turned over the troll guys. So really good stuff though in the mouse. Really good teamwork. Fantastic to watch. So it was good. It was good. I've been streaming for a long time. Yeah, but I've been streaming tournaments a lot. I stream. Anyway.
2 more games left.
Well, it's been great. Let me know
Okay.
what the next side is. I've got to shoot because now I've got a date with Martin Dogger.
Oh, damn, easy flex.